You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back, everybody. The Dirt Racing Network and live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder. This is the Midwest Barbecue Equipment 410 Outlaw Series, show number 2 for King of the Wing. 360 show went pretty well, had a great race. Bowen Smith was your winner. We'll see what he can do if he can hang on to become the 2025 Dirt Slingers Racing League King of the Wing. But the drivers' meeting has started. I am going to have to go downstairs and participate. I am going to mute both my microphone and the in-game chat so that I can talk to these guys. When we come back, no qualifying. They go straight to their heat races. Sorry for the silence, but we'll be back in just a moment.
Passing before you get there. You must have a top wing to race. If you lose your top wing, please clear the track. And if you spin out or crash, please hold your brake so that you don't cause somebody else's race to go bad. Hang tight for just a minute.
All right, guys, sorry for the silence. It was necessary. They'll get a minute or two of practice here, and we got 27 drivers checked in. Going to be a great show. Round 2 for King of the Wing and round number 5 for the Midwest Barbecue Equipment 410 Outlaw Series. Bowen Smith, Noah Bowen, Mason Hannigan, Ashton Mueller, Thaddeus Marshall, the top 5 in the King of the Wing points after show number 1. We're watching Richie Gaines right here. Mirror Man Nathan Davis is in the house as well. I saw him. I saw Ryan Shank, Ross Carrenta. Joseph Grandy making a first appearance here in.
We will put the Discord in game chat.
I keep forgetting to mute that. Apologize. That's 2 shows in a row, but we're not used to doing it this way. My fault. Guys, if I run out of energy and I feel like I'm starting to fade, please forgive me. My pep-ups are gonna wear out because I woke up this morning with a really, really nasty headache. My ears were ringing really loud. I couldn't breathe. I went and got a couple of shots and a bunch of pills, and right now I feel human. I just don't feel like the perfect human. David Welter in his first 410 race here at DSRL. Ooh, that was ugly for Austin Nicholson. Second quick, and he caught a car parked right there. The Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silby. Newcomer, Dakota Osborne. I do not see Dean Reynolds. Oh, yes, I do. Dean Reynolds is here. I cannot wait to see what car Dean Reynolds is running tonight, because Dean Reynolds always running the throwback stuff. We love it. Hello, Deb. All right, looks like practice has ended. 28 cars checked in for tonight. 22 will make our 30-lap A main. At the end of this, we're going to crown the king of the wing. And we are going to add points to somebody's 410 total tonight. But let's get ready. That guy, Souls under a lucky star, he drew the number 1 pill both races tonight. He drew it in the 360s. He drew it in the 410s. Bowen Smith, your A-main winner from the show a little while ago, starts on the pole in heat number 1. And he's got Nick Nicodemus on his outside. Robert Satterfield in the 55. Row 2 to the inside next to the 11 of Richie Gaines. And then the 24 of Noah Bowman finished second in that feature a little while ago. Starts inside of row number 3 next to the 7. The Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silby. Dakota Osborne in the 79. Newcomer in the series. He'll start row 4 to the inside next to Austin Nicholson in the 481 car. And then also newcomer, Joseph Grandy in the 518. Now, we've seen Grandy in other series, just not at DSRL, but there he is. Dakota Osborne. Westland Construction number 79. With that guy right there in the 12 car. Unbelievable luck. Amazing luck. Nicodemus had problems in the 360 in the first show. Made it to the feature, but the car did not run well. He was a lap down with about 10 or 15 to go. But it's time to bring the lightning to Monday Night Thunder, and the 410's underway. Green flag on heat number 1. Once again, Bowen Smith to the front. I saw Noah Bowman trying to go low, and he caught a piece of a tire. He's going to get clipped. Turn around. Caution. We saw that one happen. Let's go see. From the drone cam, he got in here. I thought he was going to get a good run, and that left front tire clipped that implement tire, buried right there. And then getting down in here a little bit too much from Dakota Osborne getting into the corner. So we'll bring them back to single file. I think we're getting a claim on our caution, so that's going to move the 79 all the way to the back of the pack. Kudos to that driver for claiming a caution. So it'll be Smith, Nicodemus, Satterfield, Gaines. That's the top 4. And top 4 transfer automatically. As we get ready to go back to green flag racing, here we go again. Bowen Smith is just being perfect on his starts and restarts. Down the backstretch, watching Robert Satterfield try to hold off. Oh, he got hit from behind after he got into the back of Nicodemus's car. Both drivers will jump off the track. He and Grandy. Unfortunate for those guys. Mr. Nicodemus, issues. Come around, it's going to be 4 to go. This will start to change here as Grandy jumped to the pits and he got across the start-finish line. It put him unfairly a lap ahead, but scoring a time will catch up. Gaines is second, Silby, and then Nicodemus hanging on to a transfer spot. I don't know if he's going to hang on to it long. Here comes Dakota Osborne, and Osborne flies by getting into 3 and 4. Will he have it come out? Yeah, at the line, I think he did. Dakota Osborne now moves into the transfer spot. Craig Silby with a problem. Craig Silby has an issue down in 1 and 2. He's running third. Megett turns 3. Now it is 1 and 2. He got down to the inside. Got them left side tires down below that barrier down there, and he got into the side of Richie Gaines. So we'll have a 2-lap shootout. I think we're getting ready to go back green here. Get that pace truck out in front of these guys, get him way gone, get him out of the way. And let Bowen Smith try to get us another clean restart, and he will. 2 to go for Smith, Gaines, Osborne, and Nicodemus is hanging on, but Noah Bowman is there now. Bowman trying to go to the top side, use that momentum, white flag in the air. Who's going to be the 4 that automatically transfer? Looks like Smith, Gaines, and Osborne are in. Who's going to get 4th out of this? Off the top side, Bowman snags it right at the line. Nicodemus, Silby, Nicholson, Grandy, and Satterfield will work through the B main tonight. So we'll get ready for heat number 2. I'll line them up like this. The 21 of Garrett Boyd on the pole and the 32 of Anthony Morano in that same row. Jay Schaff in the 3 car inside row number 2 next to the 33 of Ashton Mueller. 21 of Chris Sebeski, so both 21 cars in this race. He's inside row number 3 next to the 1X of Mason Hannigan. Hannigan finished 3rd in that first feature. Dean Reynolds, the 79. Row 4 inside next to the 118 of Tiny Dancer, Scott King. And then David Welter in the 23. Newcomer in the series. He'll start out back in row number 4. And hi, Deb. I don't know if I said that before or not. I saw you there. So let's go see what kind of car Dean Reynolds is running. I've never seen that car before that I remember. But he runs something different nearly every single solitary week. Either way, we like it. All right, to the front, Anthony Morano wasn't here for our big 75 lapper for the big blocks last week, but he's made the 410 show here tonight. Good on him. So we're going to have 3 9-car heat races. As we'll have 9 left for the 3rd and final heat. The green flag coming out. Boyd got a pretty good start. He'll lead us through 1 and 2. Schaff moved to the inside of Morano for 2nd. He is still trying to work the bottom. He don't have the spot. He's sitting 3rd right now, and he's right in front of, while Hannigan not in the 1X. He's in a 22 again in this race. They just changed the motor, I guess. Didn't bring the big car. 3 wide into turns 1 and 2, and right past Hannigan went Mueller, and now Hannigan goes right back by. Hannigan looking for the transfer spot. Didn't get it out of the heat in 360. Had to work from the B main. He was hard charger in the feature as he made up about 11 spots to come home with a 3rd place finish. But up front, Anthony Morano now working the high side. Almost had the point right there. Jay Schaff going to put some pressure on him. We're going to have a 3-car, maybe a 4-car battle by the time we get to 2 to go for the win here. Morano, topside, takes the lead. Boyd still on the bottom. They're going to be 3, almost 4 wide out of turn 4, and Jay Schaff went 2 for 1. Schaff moves to second with 2 to go. Hannigan around Boyd for third. Now Schaff for the lead. He can't quite get there. White flag coming out. Murano right through the middle. Opens it up big down the backstretch through the middle of 3 and 4. Murano punches his ticket. Schaff, Hannigan, and Boyd go with him to the A main. Mueller, Sobeski, Reynolds, King, and Welter into the B mains tonight. So we're going to get down to it. It's going to be one more heat. There we go. Drivers checking in, getting out there. Newcomer in the series in the 2-car, Chase Porter has the pole for heat number 1, and he'll have the 91 of Matt Grimm starting beside him. Teammates in row number 2, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt next to the 90 of Trevor Royer. Royer with nothing but terrible luck in show number 1. He is out of the King of the Wing points at this juncture. Thaddeus Marshall, the 83, Jesse Bandy, the 49, make up a row number 3. Then Ross Carina in the 10, and Rylan Gray in the 06 in row number 4. And your final starter in the final heat, the Mirrorman, Nathan Davis in that 36 car. Rylan Gray, good-looking car right there. I like that dull finish wing right there. That's sharp. I like that. Ross Carinta, Jesse Bandy, and Thaddeus Marshall. The teammates right there next to each other in row number 2. And then the newcomer, he's got a 21, not a 2 on that car. He's got a 21 on that car. And Matt Grimm beside him. All right. 8 more heat racing laps. Then we'll have a couple of B mains. We got to find 5 cars out of each one of those B mains. And then we'll move it on to our 22 car main event and crown our King of the Wing. Right now it is an 8 point. Is it 8 or 10? It is a 6 point. A 6 point lead. 4. Bowen Smith over Noah Bowman. With the green flag on our final heat race. Chase Porter with a good start grabs the lead. Grimm to second. It's a battle for third between Royer and Scheidt, the teammates. Started next to each other in row number 2. They stay side by side. Now Royer gets clear. Scheidt has a little contact with Thaddeus Marshall. Marshall keeps the car facing forward. He'll fall all the way back to about 7th. Make it 6th. Nope, make it 7th now. Nathan Davis did get clear. I thought that was Davis's car behind him. Davis off of 4, nudges the fence. Thaddeus Marshall goes by, so does Rylan Gray. Davis's car broken. He'll go through the B main tonight as he takes it straight to the infield. Top 3 getting tight. Trevor Royer closing in on Matt Grimm. Caution, Ryan Scheidt. 10 car having issues. Oh, yeah, he got up the hill. That car got way out of shape. He's going to hit the fence. Then he's going to cut right across in front of the 83. I think he was trying to gather the car up after he got off the fence because it was getting a little squirrely with him. And he found the 83 parked right there, racing beside him. So, Porter, Grimm, Royer, Bandy, the top 4, Marshall, Gray, Carinta, and then Porter with Scheidt and Davis already into the infield. And Davis's car, he clipped the wall out of turn number 4 and broke the right front suspension. He'll be back in the B main. He'll have some spots to pick up. Might have 1 B main. Let's see, 12, 16. I think we'll have 2. I think it's just enough cars to break it into 2 tonight. Lights off on the pace truck. 3, make it 4 laps remaining. We're halfway. Final heat race. Ooh, sorry. Big yawn right there, folks. Green flag back in the air. Porter once again with a good start. Grimm and Royer now separated by about a car length. Trevor Royer wants to run that high side. Grimm through the middle. Gained a little ground, did Matt Grimm. White flag in the air. Royer trying to make a move to the inside. Porter will win it. Grimm is going to be second. Royer third. Marshall comes home with the final transfer spot. Bandy Gray, Corinta, Scheid, and Davis will be in the B main. Little action afterwards, guys. Just racing hard, trying to get to the end. So we'll go to the first of two B mains. Top 5 will transfer out. This is how we're going to line them up. Nick Nicodemus and Jesse Bandy on row 1. Sobeski and Nicholson in row 2. Corinta and King in row 3. And Joseph Grandy out back by himself, P7. He's got to pick off 2 cars if he is going to make it into tonight's A main. This will make up the inside row from row 6 through 11. 2 drivers from this one going home. It's either 2 or 3 from the next one going home. Do the math real quick. It's 19, 20. There's an 8 in the next one, I think. Just waiting for the pace truck to roll off. All right, B main number 1. Ready to go under the green flag next time around. 12 drivers have locked themselves in. We need 10 more. Pace truck. Pulling into the infield down here in turn number 3. Green flag. B main number 1. Oh, a little contact with the tires, a little contact with each other down through the middle of the corner. I think that was Nicholson. Maybe Corinta got a piece of it as well. Joseph Grandy, 3 wide. He's right through the middle. About to pick off the spot from Nicholson. Put himself in the show at least temporarily with 10 to go. Sobeski is out front. Nicodemus is second for the time being. It looks like that car is really fighting. Oh, up into the fence. Nicodemus. He put Bandy right into the wall right there. Car high, car high. Jesse Bandy's night is over. Halfway home in the B main. Sorry, I was sending a message to the admin team. Sobeski out in front. Corinta, Grandy, King, Nicholson right now are our top 5. Nick Nicodemus running 6th. On the outside, looking in. He has quite a ways back. Sobeski bringing him around. Corinta's trying to close in. Grandy ran from 7th to 3rd in this B main. Two to go. Checkered flag. Sobeski punches a ticket to the A main. Carinta, Grandy, King died on the last lap, and so did Austin Nicholson. I don't know what happened there, but they're going to be scored 4 and 5, so they are going to make it into the A main. Nicodemus and Bandy are our 2 eliminated drivers. I really want to see what happened, but I know if I go try to take a look in the session advances, it's just going to kick it out anyway. So we'll get ready. Hello, Mr. Sheridan, man. I'm glad to see you're doing okay, buddy. B main number 2, our last 5 cars to get locked in. We'll start them like this. Ashton Mueller and Craig Silby will make up the front row. Rylan Gray and Dean Reynolds in row 2. Robert Satterfield and Ryan Scheid in that third row. And then David Welter and Nathan Davis make up our 8-car starting field. Only 5 can go on. Robert Satterfield does not make the call. That'll change things a little bit as David Welter will move up next to Ryan Scheid. And Nathan Davis will be the lone starter. So unfortunately, Robert Satterfield will be the first car eliminated here. That'll make 3. 4. 3. We were only needing to eliminate 5. We had 27. We only needed to eliminate 5. How are we feeling, Mr. Sheridan? We doing good? About ready to get back in the car? Don't rush it, my friend. Don't rush it at all. Miss it or don't miss it. Just don't rush it. You'll never forgive yourself. Pace truck's out of the way. The last B-Bay for the evening underway. Mueller quickly out to the point. Silby and Gray going at it side by side, second and third. There's Dean Reynolds way out by the fence. Closing in on that battle for second and third right now. Ryan Scheid in that 5th and final transfer spot by Nathan Davis. Creeping up behind him. Welter, lots of problems for the 23 car. He's going to take that thing right into the infield. It did not look happy at all right there. So we got 6 racing for 5 spots. Rylan Gray with a move on Craig Silby. Silby will go right back at him. Now Silby finds a little bit of fence, gets out of shape. He and Dean Reynolds have a moment of contact. Both drivers continue. Here comes Ryan Scheid. Ryan Scheid with the slider on Dean Reynolds. Reynolds moved to the inside. Car there. He couldn't go anywhere. Now he's the first car on the outside trying to go to the fence. And Nathan Davis shut that door real quick. We're going to watch that battle for the final transfer spot. We're coming around to 5 to go right here. Dean Reynolds fighting to get back in the show. Off the top side, Davis clears him by 2 cars. Up front, Rylan Gray going to go after Ashton Mueller. Mueller easily puts it right back around him, but I don't think the sliders are done. Rylan Gray not giving up on it with 2 to go. He'll throw the slider in 1 and 2. He might have enough distance this time to keep the lead. Sylvia's back to 3rd. Scheid and Davis 4 and 5 on the white flag. It's going to be Rylan Gray winning B-May number 2. Mueller, Silby, Scheid, and Davis all make it through and into the show. Reynolds, Welter, and Satterfield done for the evening. We've set 22 cars. All that remains is the final A main of the evening. Warm-up session. About to commence. I don't know how long they're going to give them. I'm positive that these guys are going to give me a heads up on that. They're holding them down for just a couple of minutes here, it looks like. Maybe some words of wisdom being exchanged. We saw some pretty rough stuff in a couple of the races this evening. All right, session's going to advance here momentarily. The drivers do not want time on the track. So Bowen Smith with a 6-point lead over Noah Bowman, 14-point lead over Mason Hannigan, and a 20-point lead over Ashton Mueller. That's your top 4 going into this final race for King of the Wing. Smith started on the pole for the first heat race, and he went on to win that. So he probably has opened up that lead a little bit. It's going to take beating him by 3 or 4 spots for any of these guys in that top 4 to become King of the Wing. Thaddeus Marshall has an outside chance. He's probably going to have to beat him by 6 or 8 spots and win the race. So just waiting on them to advance the session. I don't think these drivers are going to make it to the racing surface. Little engine heat is all they're doing right now. Let's go flag to flag, boys. Big Daddy's running out of energy. All right. They've advanced the session, and now it is time for tonight's A main. Our starting grid looks like this. That man on the pole has the points lead for King of the Wing. If he can finish off sweeping, there's no doubt who it is. Bowen Smith in the 12 car on the pole. Anthony Morano, the 32, to his outside. Newcomer in the series, Chase Porter. He drives the 21 car, and he starts inside of row number 2 next to Richie Gaines in the 11. Jay Schaff in the 3. Matt Grimm, the 91. They make up row number 3, your 4th row. Dakota Osborne, another newcomer in the 79 car. He starts inside of row number 4 next to Mason Hannigan in the 22. The 90 of Trevor Royer, defending Sprint Car Series champion at DSRL. Row 5 on the inside with Noah Bowman, who sits second in those King of the Wing points in the 24 to his right. Garrett Boyd, another 21 car in the field, starting next to Thaddeus Marshall in the 83. They make up a row number 6. Your 7th row, the 21 of Sebeski, the 6 of Rylan Gray. Ross Carrenta in the 10, Ashton Mueller the 33. There, row number 8. Row 9 is Joseph Grandy, the 518, and Craig Silby in the 7. And then Scott King, the 118, Ryan Scheidt, the 10, make up a row at number 10. And Nathan Davis in row 11. We should have had a 22nd car. He must have disconnected. So, lights off on the pace truck. Time to get going. 30 laps is all that remains. We'll crown the 2025 King of the Ring. And we'll add some points to everybody's total for the Midwest Barbecue Equipment 410 Outlaw Series and the green flag in the air. Smith right to the top side. He is going to have the lead getting into 3 and 4, and he'll have it coming out. Porter now up to second around Morano. Schaff is 4th. Hannigan is 5th. Around the top side, Richie Gaines currently sits in the 6th spot. Grimm, Osborne, Royer, and Bowman after 2 make up the top 10. Down to the bottom goes Trevor Royer. Royer runs right on the bubble at 10. Track blocked up. Noah Bowman, a little contact. He and Trevor Royer get together. They might do it again. In fact, they do it again. Noah Bowman hard into the outside wall, but the car's going to keep going. He's got some bent parts.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's go back, take a look at that. We'll contact there in turns 1 and 2. We're going to get down here to 3 and 4. Same two drivers. Going to go at it. Joseph Grandy. Problems for the 518, and he Bowen Smith still has the lead. We're already back to 1 to go, I believe. Nope, not yet. Lights aren't off on the pace truck. And now we'll get that 1 to go signal. We'll get ready to go green out of turn number 4. Oh, bad start for Morano. We might get a caution real quick here. Maybe not. Morano got to the infield, got out of the way. But Bowen Smith now has a ginormous lead, 2 seconds nearly, over Jay Schaff. Schaff kind of got hung up on the back end of the 32 car. Let's go back and look at Ross Carinta. Got down the corner. He got help. Everybody did a good job of missing him. Let's go back real quickly here. We're going to watch the 32 car. Oh, he just didn't get going, and he got a shove from behind. So Morano will bring it back out. We didn't complete a lap there. Joseph Grandy back on track as well. Grandy in 19th. So right now it is Bowman and Mueller that are...
Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
not in the right spot. All right, now lights go off on the pace truck. That means we're going to be going back to green this time. Still 22 laps to go. This time, Smith gets a pretty good start. Not quite as wide of a gap as he had the last time. Jay Schaap tight to the back of the 12 car. Mason Hannigan goes down to the bottom. He did this in the 360s and it worked for him. Got down there where it was nice and tacky at the bottom. Was able to make up some ground. I think he's going to find it a little more difficult this time, as he may lose a spot to Richie Gaines if Gaines can keep his momentum up on the high side. But Hannigan is going to keep it locked in on the bottom. We're going to catch a caution. Ryland Gray, the 6 car. Right behind these guys. I didn't see anything from him a second ago, but oh yeah, he found the fence. Oh yeah, we missed that because the camera moved on us. Followed the other two. I think Mr. Gray straight on the hook and straight to the infield. So that'll set things up. Smith, Schaff, Hannigan, Gaines, and Osborne are the top 5 right now. Grimm, Porter, Davis, Marshall, and Boyd in the top 10. Several cars into the work area to get fixes done so they can get back out, get back in competition. I think Anthony Morano, Ryland Gray might be finished. Not sure about Morano. There goes Morano. They're going to push him out of the way, and he is going to come back onto the racetrack. He'll start at the tail end. So we still got 18. Green flag. Once again with 18 laps to go. Battle for 4th. Osborne going to get around Gaines. Hannigan's still working the bottom. He may clear Schaff this time. He does. He's going to go up there and lock the door. He wants to get enough of cushion so that he can go back to the bottom and go try to chase down Smith. Schaff not giving up on that. He is staying right on top of Hannigan. Halfway this time by. Scott King and a wad of cars back here. Oh, cars making contact. Silby, a hit from behind. I think that could have been Grandy. No, it wasn't. It might have been Marshall that got him. Yeah, it was. And now we got a car spun around. Nathan Davis and Scott King having problems. Let's go. Let's go see because there was a big gap between Davis and King. Oh, Davis found the fence. Oh, when the car came loose, it bounced to the inside and collected Scott King. So Nathan Davis got into the fence, got loose. So let's reset things. Once again with 13 remaining. Smith, Hannigan, Schaff, Gaines, Osborne, Grimm, Porter, Scheidt, Boyd, and Royer are the top 10 currently. And Bowen Smith out in front with Ashton Mealer out of the race. Mason Hannigan the only threat for King of the Wing. We'll see how that wraps up. But Bowen Smith got another good restart. He is staying up on the high side in 3 and 4, going right through the middle of 1 and 2. Hannigan running right down on the bottom in 3 and 4, and he is following. Not this time. Goes to the bottom, had the lead momentarily. 1 and 2 not as good for him as 3 and 4 down there at the bottom. Now he'll go back to the top with 10 to go, try to reel in the 12 car. This time goes all the way to the fence in 1 and 2. Hannigan back to the bottom in 3 and 4. Gap has opened up to over half a second with 8 to go. Richie Gaines in 3rd. Matt Grimm and Jay Schaff 4 and 5 right now. It has been a Bowen Smith kind of night. Led every lap that he was on the track in the 360s, and so far tonight he has led every lap he's been on the track in the 410s. 6 to go. Laps ticking away. Lap car working on the bottom. That might be Marshall. It is. Thaddeus Marshall right there on the bottom. Wave lap that time. It was still Smith in front of Hannigan by half a second. 4 to go around the lap car. Smith up high. The gap closed about a 1/10. Can Hannigan get close enough to go for the desperation slider here in a lap or two? He's making up ground through the top of 1 and 2. Now goes for the slider in 3 and 4 way out front. It's crossed over. 2 to go for Smith. Down the backstretch. White flag this time. Oh, that time a big mistake from Hannigan. He got it hard into the outside fence. Does it again. That car might be broken. It's going to be a Bowen Smith. King of the Wing celebration here momentarily. He wins the 410s. Hannigan second. Gaines comes home third. Schaff and Porter 4 and 5. Porter 6th, Royer 7th, Sylvie 8th, Boyd 9th, Grandy in 10th. 11th was Morano, Osborne 12th, Marshall 13th, Scheit 14th, King 15th, Davis was 16th, Corinta 17th, Sobeski was 18th. 19th for Gray, Bowman 20th, Mealer 21st. All right, waiting for Rich Gaines to make his way to the interview booth. Hannigan is already here. Bowen Smith, we know, will be along momentarily. We don't even have to go do the tabulations. Officially, they will get done and get posted. But Bowen Smith, your DSRL 2025 King of the Wing. There's Richie Gaines. Let's grab Mr. Gaines and chat with him. Richie Gaines, you there, buddy?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, man, a podium finish here in 410s at Limaland. We know this track is tough. Tell us what it looked like from the driver's seat.
Ooh, it was a slick one, dude. It was tough from the start to the finish. You had to put it in the round 3 and 4 if you wanted to compete. And 1 and 2, I was just trying to keep in the middle, stay alive. But I didn't want to break my right front, man.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of guys found some fence at different points, and it made it kind of interesting. But you kept her close to the front all night long, just not quite enough to go catch the 12 car.
Yeah, dude, that 12 car was on a rail. Mason passed me in the beginning, and he seemed to have a hard time getting around him, too. And Mason's pretty quick.
Yeah, it looked like everybody just fighting for real estate and looking for any grip they can get. And tonight there just wasn't a whole lot to be found out there. But a third-place finish nonetheless. Some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
I thank Black Diamond Motorsports, Trevor Royer and them, Matt Caston Potter for taking pictures, Riplet Motorsports, Jay Staff, and then you for putting this on, and Larry for doing it, too.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. We will see you next week right back here because 410s are back in action next Monday night.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Richie Gaines finishing in third. Now let's get the guy. Finished third in the first race. Finishes second here to the same guy, Mason Hannigan. 12 car just got the best of you tonight.
Kind of. I mean, that's what happens when you can't start in front of a heat race. So when you got to start in middle or back of the heat race, it kind of becomes a little difficult. So yeah, I mean, he's fast. I definitely think we were faster. We just I got there too late, and yeah, he changed lines in 1 and 2, and at the right time, really, and kind of saved him there instead of running the middle. I showed him the middle, and then I moved up and tracked him back down, but too late to break his momentum down. He already built his momentum up, so yeah, it's not ideal coming from the middle of the pack, and starting on the pole makes it a lot easier. So yeah, I don't know, no good pill draws, so we had to work for it, and not really the way we wanted the night to go, but that's all right.
Well, still two good races for points in both series tonight, and the car's still in one piece, so at least there's something to be happy about.
Yeah, I couldn't really care if this thing was in one piece or not. I'd love to destroy this thing right now, but yeah, I don't know. We were pretty fast in both, really. It just not enough time and not towards the front. So it happens.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight, buddy.
Yep, Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Velocity Race Designs at Ross, and yeah, we'll be back next week.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, buddy. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Mason Hannigan finishing in the second spot, and now all kinds of celebration for the driver of the 12. He led every single lap that he was on the racetrack tonight. Bowen Smith, you're the 2025 DSRL King of the Wing. You win both races, and this one looked like it might have been a little bit tougher than the 360 to win.
Yeah, this one was definitely a little bit tougher. We had to search around for the line, definitely when Hannigan started showing his nose and seeing his name coming up on the leaderboards every caution, and I'm just like, oh boy, it's going to be a hell of a race at the end.
Yeah, he got close. He got to the top side. I guess you heard him out there because we saw you change lanes in 1 and 2 the next lap.
Oh, I believe I changed lanes like when he slid me in 3 and 4 going into 1 and 2. I was like, I definitely can't run that same line again because it gave him a run or something. I had to try something different, and getting to the finish line was just the main goal there.
Well, you did it, man. King of the Wing for the first time here at DSRL. What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know what was going on tonight. I just got texted by Chad and said, hey, you want to run these races? And I was like, sure, I'll run them. And you know, here I am sitting here, won both races, led every race all night long. I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, we're going to send you a cool piece of hardware for your efforts tonight, and you made a lot of points in both series this evening.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really trying to run for points in DSRL, but that's really good as well.
All right, man, well, give me them shout-outs, give me them thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate with all the big hardware.
First and foremost, I got to thank the big old girl we seen out in the parking lot when we rolled in with the hauler. She drew the pills all night long, and, man, she did beautiful all night long. So I can't hate on her. Got to give a shout-out to Chad Griggs on the help all night long, and you guys for the broadcast, and Larry and Roger for the racing.
All right, my man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on winning both features and becoming King of the Wing for 2025. You get to keep bragging rights till we do it again in 2026.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
That is your winner, the 410 series, the 360 series, and your King of the Wing for 2025, Bowen Smith. That is going to do it for us here tonight. I know that the admins and I have a long chat coming up after this one, but overall I do not think it was a terrible night of racing. I think the guys did a great job. Want to thank all of them for coming in, putting on a good show, being kind and courteous to one another. Don't forget to tune in Wednesday and Thursday this week, 8:30 Eastern, for both of the asphalt shows, Midwest Truck Series, or no, not both asphalt shows. One's an asphalt, one's a dirt. Thursday night is the Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series, and then we'll do this all again next week. Come back and see us as soon as you can. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do it. Without all the great leagues giving us awesome racing like we just saw. Nothing for us to cover. Pats on the back, high fives all the way around. Till the next time. Peace and love to everybody.